Today in the 26 minutes Dakar, the bikes take to the heights, topping 4,200 meters as navigation brings misery amongst the spectacular mountains. Course is king, navigation the key, but who will run the truest course in the cars? China and Haval serve notice of their speed, but consistency may take longer than they'd hoped. A dark night rocked the truck race, and Russia are reeling. And the legends of the Dakar share the memories of their toughest moments. All this and more in today's stage, San Rafael to San Juan. Previously in the bikes. Welcome to Sam's world, Thunderland in the sand. Was it a fluke, or is the number 18 the real deal?
Happy now, I won the stage, first victory in the Dakar for me. We always want more.
Crashes have brought Bereda back to earth with a bang. This time it was Bull 1, Bereda 0. The clash between man and beast went badly for the Spaniard. Boom! Crashing with a bull, it's like you're hitting a rock. A drought for Dupre in more ways than one. No stage wins and no water. The champ is reeling from a knockdown. Can he beat the count? I took a hit on my side, I fell on my head and saw stars. The young guns are storming the ramparts. Can the favourites hold off their challenge? A modified start to the first marathon stage of the Dakar for the bikes as heavy rain forced a shortening of the special by 130k. Dust bowls and flooded rivers greeted the riders as they headed towards the awaiting mountains. 2 strong days for Sherco came to a halt as Juan Pedrero's machine died on him in a riverbed. He got going, but later got lost at kilometre 176. He was aided briefly by Gerard Ferrez, but the Gas rider had his own race to ride, to 7th. For the KTM factory team, it was a difficult day. Ruben Faria, the water carrier for Lopez, crashed hard shortly after taking a wrong turn on the course. The medical team reached him quickly, but his Dakar is over, as is that of Frans Verhoeven, who fell and broke his arm. Alain Duclos dropped off the radar for a long time, but the second of the Sherco riders resurfaced at the finish line, somehow only losing 10 minutes, and 4th place was his reward. Not a great day for Honda as track changes outfoxed the Japanese Marks riders. Side by side but losing time, Sunderland and Chaleco Lopez both getting lost at various points along the course. Chaleco popped up 6th at the end, but Sunderland wasn't so lucky with his route and emerged only in 15th. David Castor finally got his rally on track. He picked the right courses amongst the flooding rivers, and the French veteran and his KTM finally gelled to reach the heights of 5th place, just 9 minutes shy of the top. In a day for experience, Coma needed to use all of his. Speed wasn't the key. The cool-headed Catalan continues to bide his time in this first week. It was a hard day, really like an enduro stage with so many rocks. I'm happy because I found a very good rhythm. Close to the end, I had a little problem. I fell in a little river, but nothing serious. We're here at the end of the first part of this marathon stage, and I'm going to do some mechanical work on my bike. Dupre too showed his class and no apparent side effects from his crash and subsequent dehydration on day 2. It was a day for the old hands, and the Yamaha rider was on song, second fastest today. There is no stopping Bereda. Navigation, dunes, flat out pace. The Honda rider really was on top of the world as he crested the summit of Mount Pircas. At 4,366 metres, a new special stage record in the Dakar. Is Bereda the complete package in 2014? It was good for me. I followed Chaleco and Sunderland, and then I could overtake Chaleco as he went a bit wrong. After that, I saw Sunderland went a bit too far on a track alongside a river, so I did a U-turn to take the good way. In the end, I kept calm, focused, because I knew there was still a very difficult part in the mountain to come, and stayed calm until the end. So Bereda takes the results of the day ahead of Desprez, Coma, Duclos and Castor in 5th position. But overall, the gaps are starting to open up. It's 13 minutes now between Bereda and Desprez. Coma just 52 seconds further back. Duclos and Chaleco Lopez, your top 5. Breaking news in the quad category with issues for Marcos Patronelli. The triple Dakar winner lost several minutes in the last part of the stage. The medical crew that we asked saw the Argentinian going slowly from the top of the stage at more than 4,200 meters. One thing is for sure, Patronelli will lose the lead tonight in San Juan. With trouble hitting the big boss, it's a dogfight now in the quad category. The third stage of the 2014 Dakar and the third different stage winner for the quads. Today, Polish rider Rafał Sonik scored the best time of the day and the overall lead. Ignacio Casale took the second best time of the day, losing 3 minutes 50 to Sonik. The Chilean lost more than 9 minutes compared to Patronelli yesterday, but climbs to second place overall. Just 6 minutes from the new race leader. Fifth overall this morning, Sebastian Husseini did well today and took 4th place, 4:51 from the best time of the day. He climbs 2 places overall, sitting 3rd now with a 7-minute 19 deficit compared to Sonik. Honda rider Lucas Bonetto is the other big loser of the day in the quads. More than 40 minutes, his damage. As with Patronelli, he will lose several places tonight. Coming next in the cars, Sainz and Peter Hansel battle it out. One would lose time today, but which would it be? Only 20 kilometers of dunes teased the top racers on day 2, yet when you put that near the end of 900 kilometers of hard, fast terrain, in temperatures creeping ever higher above the 40-degree mark, it made for a day of misery for most. The top of a rock destroyed my exhaust. It's a catastrophe. Welcome to Haval. Carlos Sousa was fastest between Rosario and San Luis. The Portuguese driver gave Haval its first stage win. Actually, it was a historic day for the Dakar, with the first ever win by a Chinese manufacturer on the biggest rally raid in the world. We won this stage, and my last win was 5 years ago, and it was also at the beginning of the rally. But the most important thing is for Haval. I hope this win will have a big impact on Haval's involvement in the Dakar. I hope they'll increase their commitment to give us even more competitive cars to be able to fight for overall first place. This win will give all the team much more confidence. Initially, Great Wall based their car on a BMW X3, then the Chinese manufacturer entrusted their sports car brand, Haval, to the team of Philippe Gache, SMG, with a precise task to develop a new car. For this year, the Haval has a lighter chassis, new ECU and new suspension. It's not always easy to work with the Chinese, because we have really different mentalities. In the last 30 or 40 years, this country has done what we did in 200. They're going very fast, but sometimes things are a bit complicated. Now we know each other better, we trust each other, and it's going better and better. At the end of the first stage, Carlos Sousa was leading the rally, and Christian Lavielle was 8th. But only one day later, Sousa's car suffered a broken turbo. We perfectly know that rally is rally and that we have to accept every unexpected change because this is sport. This is why this race is magic. It's because we cannot control everything. We do our best to improve our results day by day. Despite Sousa's trouble in stage 2, Christian Lavielle matched his 8th place from day 1. The Frenchman, a former bike endurance world champion, is 7th overall. Haval's goal with Carlos Sousa and I is to have both cars in the top 10 at the finish. This is the target they gave us.